Hey, this is Sam Bismuth. Still here with Nate from Chicago. And Nate, he made a very brave decision, which is to come and take a train up to Milwaukee from Chicago, and just say, screw it, we're going to go to the RNC. And, that's something that, kind of surprised me at first, but then I said, you know what? No, that's exactly what we have to do. And something that I admit I've been neglecting, and something that gives you a lot of energy, gives you a sense of purpose, and is going to ultimately be very good for CPI and anti-imperialism in general, is for you to just say, screw it, let's do it. Just commit. Part of that could mean just going outside and just being with people, being with other people. Not being afraid, not being sheltered in your house. Some people, I think they're stuck on their screens, stuck to their phones. This is a very common problem in our society. And for those of you who are watching this and you've got 10 other videos in your YouTube queue, I suggest you close the queue and you just decide to do something else. But for those of you that, you do have more of a social life, right? Which is hard to do after COVID, admittedly, For those people, I just want to remind you that doing what's best for your social life, right? You're going to necessarily offend some people if you start to talk about what you really believe in. You're going to necessarily lose some friends if you start talking about what you really believe in. And you might make friends that way too, in the long run. But that's not the easy way to be, right? The easy way to be is to just let things slide. Well, that's not what we do. We commit to what we're doing, we make it real, we go out there, we assert ourselves, and we're present. Because that's the main thing. There's so many people online that talk, they talk and talk and talk, it's all empty words. And they're trying to get the best rhetoric, and they're trying to micro-criticize each other, when none of them have gone out and actually talked to people and learned how to message towards the people and not internally. It's perfectly fine to be friends with people in CPI. It's perfectly fine to, focus some of your energy internally to the org in a social way, in a positive way, even in a way that's not immediately productive. That's perfectly good and fine to do. But the moment that your messaging is designed for the people inside and not for the people outside, you're losing. And the only way to reach the people outside is to understand them and to talk to them. Not to theorize about, this is what the real American working class would want. No. You talk to them, you figure out what they really want, and you figure out what they really believe, and you figure out how to make sense of it, because ultimately anti-imperialism is the most pragmatic message. It is the most correct message. And it's only a matter of effort and determination and figuring things out to get to the point where we can get people onto our side. It's like we have our whole fire set up, all the kindlings there, right? And we're sparking it, and we're sparking it and sparking it, and we've been sparking it for years. Right? And we've seen smoke, we've seen little signs that something's going to happen, but we're not there yet. And it might take a while to get there. But if you never make that spark, you're never going to have a fire. And you need to be that spark, and that spark comes from something unique, something special, something rare, but something that you can get yourself to be. Something that you can do for yourself, which is to be that spark and ignite that fire and get things going here in this country before it's too late. That's my message. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.